Welcome to another episode of Between Two Frames. I'm Technical Sergeant Jacqueline Marshall from the Public Affairs Office. Today we'll be focused on the Civil Engineer Squadron and how they're managing during this transition. Here with me today is Captain Matthew Lehman, Deputy Base Civil Engineer. Welcome, Captain. Can you tell us a little bit today about what the men and women of the Civil Engineer Squadron are doing?
Sure. So I like to think of the Civil Engineer Squadron like a public works department for a town. We do all of the construction, all the maintenance for the whole base. Everything from large projects to small projects. We keep the lights on, we keep the heat on, we keep the water flowing. So this process has been going on for about 5 years now, where we come up with an idea, we plan it, and then we have to program it, figure out how much it costs, then we have to design it before any of the shovels go on the ground, then we actually go to construction, and then we go to the maintenance part of it. And so where the public works in kind of like a town where you have the city council and all the rules, what we have what we call a design working group, and that can be anywhere from 5 to 40 members. And you're gonna have safety, fire, operations, security, and then the users. They play a real key part of this because I'm not a maintainer, I'm not medical, so I don't know what they need in a building, I don't know what they need in a project. So that group comes together and we try to paint a picture for an architect of what we need, right? What kind of building we need, what kind of concrete we need, what do we need to complete our mission, to complete the bed down of the F-35. And so that process is a lengthy process. It can take anywhere from 12 to 18 months, depending on the size of the project. And everybody comes together and tries to, like I said, paint that picture. And then there's design processes where they'll give us part of a design back and we'll go through and make sure it's big enough, it has the right voltage, it has the right humidity and the right temperature. And then from there, we take that to all the design process and we go to construction. Well, right now we have 11 F-35 projects that we're working on, but we also have to maintain the rest of the base. We get about $500,000 every year just to maintain the base and just keep everything going. So there is a lot of work, not only by Civil Engineer Squadron, but by the whole wing right now, trying to come together and get exactly what we need to be efficient for the F-35 bed down.
So there's a large amount of work happening here and at such a high pace. Can you walk us through a typical week?
So a typical work week is very busy, very demanding, but right now it's very fun. Like I said, we're in that 5-year process. The planes are coming next September, and we're doing a lot of construction. A lot of stuff is already being accomplished. So Civil Engineer Squadron and what I do in a work week, we're very proud of what we do, and we're very leaving a legacy behind of what's going to happen and what's going to be a success for this mission for here on out.
One last question I have for you today, Captain, is can you tell us where we are today and why it's so important?
Of course. So right now we are on what we call Building 120. It's a full motion simulator for the F-35. There are 4 bays you can see behind us. What I like to think of this is it's almost extra planes for the pilots to train on. If they don't have enough hours, they can't stay current. But these planes here, they don't need maintainers, they don't need good weather, they don't need fire department watching them, right? They can come in here and they can train and they can do all that on their own time and on their hours, and the rest of the base doesn't have as much strain on the rest of the base. Why this building is so important to CE is the list of requirements for this building was probably about this thick. The humidity, the temperature, the exact voltage, the exact size, the trench has to be exact to the inch. It was a long and daunting task. It took a long time to design, it took a long time to program. Like I said, that the rest of the base, that design working group, it was a real accomplishment for this wing to get this building right and to get it ready for the F-35 simulator.
It's so amazing to be sitting in here, seeing all the work that's been done, all the technology. It's amazing. And I want to thank you, Captain Lehman, for your time and leading your team in completing all this hard work. And thank you for watching. Please join us next month for another episode of Between Two Frames.